Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about something that's essential to every path of growth, every journey toward success, and every challenge we face in life. It's something that often gets tested when times are tough, when doubts creep in, and when the road ahead seems uncertain. That something is faith. The truth is, life is unpredictable. You can plan all you want, set the clearest goals, and still find yourself facing obstacles you never saw coming. And in those moments, it's easy to lose faith. It's easy to question whether it's all worth it. But that's when faith becomes most important. You see, faith isn't just about believing in something when everything is going well. It's about holding on when the going gets tough. It's about trusting that despite the obstacles, the failures, the setbacks, there's something bigger, something beyond the surface that's guiding you forward. And that's what will carry you through to the other side. When you're standing at the crossroads, uncertain of which way to turn, remember this uncertainty is not your enemy, it's your ally. It's in those moments of doubt that you discover what you're truly made of. Every challenge you face is a hidden opportunity waiting to reveal itself, but you must keep going. The road will not always be smooth. You will encounter failure. And when you do, don't be discouraged. Failure is not the end of the story, it's a chapter in a much larger book. Every time you fall, you're learning. Every setback is a lesson, an experience that's shaping you for something greater. If you look closely enough, you'll realize that failure is simply another form of feedback, telling you what you need to change, what to try next, or how to approach things differently. Now, here's where passion comes in. When the journey is difficult and the results aren't immediate, it's your passion that will keep you going. When your resolve is tested, it's your belief in the vision that will propel you forward. Passion fuels resilience. It's what keeps you up at night when the world is asleep, working toward your dream, even when you don't see the reward immediately. It's what pushes you to keep moving forward when everyone else says it's impossible. Passion is the fire inside that doesn't let you quit. And don't forget to trust your own intuition. Too often we let external voices drown out our inner compass. But the truth is, deep inside, you know what you're capable of. Listen to that voice that knows the way, even when the world seems unclear. Trust yourself. Your inner voice is your strongest ally in moments of doubt. You remember that time is on your side. What feels impossible today may make perfect sense tomorrow. The challenges you face today are the building blocks of tomorrow's success. So be patient. The work you put in now will pay off later. Even if it takes time. Trust the process, trust the journey, and trust that you're exactly where you need to be. Don't lose faith. Even when it feels like the world is against you, remember that the most extraordinary breakthroughs often come from the hardest struggles. Keep moving forward. Keep believing in yourself. Because what lies ahead is worth every step you take. Life is filled with uncertainty. We can plan our future, set goals, and work hard, but things often don't unfold the way we expect. In those moments when the path ahead seems unclear, it's easy to lose confidence. But this uncertainty is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. Every great journey, every major success story was built on a foundation of uncertainty. The most remarkable achievements in history didn't happen because everything was clear from the start, but because the people who pursued them were willing to step into the unknown. They were willing to move forward without having all the answers, trusting that the pieces would fall into place along the way. Uncertainty is where innovation happens. It's where you find creativity, new perspectives, and unexpected opportunities. The unknown forces us to think differently, to adapt, to innovate. And it's only through embracing the unknown that we break free from the limitations that keep us stuck. We often feel the urge to have everything figured out, but life doesn't always work that way. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that we need to control everything, to know every step before we take it. But real growth doesn't happen in the comfort of certainty. It happens when we push beyond what we know, when we take that leap into the unknown, knowing that even though we can't see exactly where we're going, we're still moving forward. When you encounter uncertainty, remember that it's not a sign of failure, it's a sign that you're on the verge of something new, something greater. It's where you'll find growth, You won't have all the answers right away, but trust that the answers will come as you continue to move forward. The journey may not always be clear, but that's okay. What's important is that you continue to move, step by step, trusting that the uncertainty is leading you exactly where you need to go. Persistence is one of the most powerful forces that drives success. It's the ability to continue to keep going, even when progress seems slow, when the obstacles are daunting, and when it feels like giving up would be the easiest choice. Most people give up just before they're on the verge of a breakthrough. They hit a wall and think it's the end. But what they don't realize is that the wall is often just the final challenge before the next great opportunity. Persistence is the difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who give up too soon. There are countless stories of people who faced insurmountable challenges but refused to quit. They encountered failure, setbacks, and rejection after rejection, yet they stayed the course. They didn't let their failures define them. Instead, they used them as fuel to push harder, work smarter, and try again. The difference between success and failure often lies in your ability to persist when the situation seems hopeless. Persistence isn't about blindly forcing your way through. It's not about stubbornly sticking to a path that's not working. Instead, it's about the relentless drive to find a solution, to keep trying different approaches, to learn and to evolve. It's the willingness to keep learning from your mistakes, adjusting your strategy, and continuing on with renewed determination. True persistence is about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, even when you don't see immediate results. You will face moments where you question whether it's all worth it. It might feel like you're putting in endless effort, but nothing is changing. But it's during these times that your persistence will be tested the most. You must understand that success rarely comes overnight. It takes time. It takes effort. It takes unwavering commitment to the vision you believe in. Persistence is also about resilience, the ability to bounce back after setbacks. You'll encounter criticism, failure, and doubt from others and from within yourself. But persistence means that even in the face of failure, you find the strength to get up and keep going. It means using each setback as a lesson, learning from it, and growing stronger as a result. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about facing it head on and choosing to rise again. The key to persistence is patience. It's the ability to stick with something long enough to see it through. It's about trusting that over time your efforts will pay off. The road may be long and difficult, but every step you take brings you closer to where you want to be. When you embrace persistence, you're telling yourself in the world that you won't be easily swayed by temporary setbacks. You are committed to your purpose no matter how tough things get. And in doing so, you'll unlock the door to incredible growth and achievement. Believing in the unseen is one of the most transformative mindsets you can adopt. It's about trusting in your vision, in your goals, even when they seem far out of reach, even when others might not understand them. The ability to see beyond the present, to believe in what has not yet materialized, is what sets the dreamers apart from the doers. At the heart of this belief is the idea that you create your own reality. Often the path towards success is not clearly visible to anyone, including yourself. You might not know exactly how everything will unfold, but your faith in the future, your ability to envision it, gives you the strength to take those first steps. Seeing with the eyes of possibility allows you to navigate through the obstacles that stand between where you are today and where you want to be. Having faith in the unseen means you trust your potential, even when you're uncertain of how it will manifest. It's a quiet yet powerful confidence that what you're working toward is possible, even if the world around you doesn't immediately agree. In many ways, this faith is a precursor to success. It's the spark that fuels action. Without it, you can be paralyzed by doubt and fear. But with it, you're able to overcome the barriers of your own self-limiting beliefs and push forward towards something greater. This belief in the unseen extends beyond just personal goals. It applies to your impact on the world, your contribution to society, and your legacy. At times, you might feel like your actions aren't making a difference. You might wonder if your efforts are wasted, especially when the results aren't immediate or visible. But true belief requires you to trust the process, to know that every small step is moving you closer to a greater vision, even if you can't see the full picture yet. Faith in the unseen is also about perseverance in the face of doubt from others. There will always be critics, naysayers, and people who don't believe in your ideas or your dreams. But those who succeed are often the ones who have the courage to continue, despite the skepticism around them. They know that their vision doesn't need to be understood by everyone, it only needs to make sense to them. When others can't see what you're striving for, that doesn't mean it's not there. It just means it's not their time to understand it yet. Think about every great innovation in history. Most of them started with a vision that others couldn't see. People were laughed at, doubted, and told their ideas were impossible. But the creators believed in their vision, even when no one else did. Their belief in the unseen was the driving force behind their success. They trusted that their ideas had merit, that their vision could change the world, and they persisted long enough to make it a reality. It's important to remember that believing in the unseen doesn't mean blind faith. It's not about wishing for something to happen without action. It's about having a deep-rooted belief in your direction and continuing to move forward with confidence, even when the end result is not yet clear. You trust that your effort, your passion, and your belief will eventually lead to something meaningful, even when you can't yet see how it will unfold. Belief in the unseen is ultimately a belief in yourself, in your potential, and in the power of your ideas. It's knowing that you are capable of creating a future that others might not understand now, but one that will, in time, prove itself. This faith is what empowers you to take risks, push boundaries, and change the world. Failure is often seen as the ultimate setback, something to be avoided at all costs. But the truth is, failure is not only inevitable, but also essential to growth. It's part of the process, a crucial element of any meaningful journey. Failure isn't the end of the road, it's simply a detour that leads you towards success. The fear of failure can paralyze us. We worry about how it will make us look, how it will affect our reputation, or how it will derail our plans. But if you can reframe failure as a lesson rather than a loss, you begin to see its true value. Every failure provides vital information about what didn't work, what needs to be improved, and what to avoid in the future. In this way, failure is a form of feedback, a tool that helps you fine-tune your approach, refine your strategy, and get closer to the success you're aiming for. Think about the people who have made the biggest impact in the world. Many of them faced immense failures along the way. They were rejected, ridiculed, and often told their ideas would never work. But instead of giving up, they used those failures to fuel their perseverance. They understood that failure wasn't a reflection of their worth or capability, but simply a part of the process. Each failure brought them closer to success because it taught them something they couldn't have learned any other way. When you fail, it's not a sign that you're incapable. It's a sign that you're trying, that you're pushing boundaries and stepping outside your comfort zone. Failure is the result of taking risks, of moving forward despite uncertainty. The most successful people didn't get there by playing it safe. They got there by trying, failing, learning, and trying again. Rather than fearing failure, embrace it as a necessary companion on your journey. The key is to learn from it. Ask yourself what went wrong. What can I do differently next time? Treat each failure as an opportunity for growth. The best part is that the more you fail, the better you become at dealing with setbacks, and the more resilient you become. Over time, your ability to navigate failure becomes just as important as your ability to succeed. Failure also builds character. It teaches you humility, patience, and the importance of perseverance. It helps you develop resilience, the inner strength to keep going when things aren't going your way. Those who succeed are often those who have failed the most because they've learned how to recover, adapt, and keep moving forward. In fact, failure is often the birthplace of innovation. Many groundbreaking ideas and inventions came about because someone was willing to fail, to experiment, to make mistakes. When things don't go as planned, it forces you to think creatively and find new solutions. Failure pushes us to think outside the box, to approach challenges from a different angle, and often leads to the kind of breakthroughs we would never have imagined if everything had gone smoothly. So next time you encounter failure, don't let it defeat you. Use it as a stepping stone. Understand that failure is not something to avoid, but something to embrace as part of the learning process. Keep going, keep learning, and keep growing. Success doesn't come from avoiding failure, it comes from learning how to rise each time we fall. Passion is the driving force that sustains you through the toughest challenges and the most uncertain moments. It is the fuel that propels you forward, even when the road ahead seems long, arduous, or unclear. Without passion, it's easy to lose sight of your goals and give in to frustration or doubt. But when you are truly passionate about something, that energy keeps you moving no matter what. At the core of passion is a deep, almost unshakable belief in what you're doing. It's that inner fire that burns brightly even when the external world seems dark. Passion keeps you focused on the end goal, even when the steps to get there are difficult. It makes the work feel worthwhile, even when the results aren't immediately visible. Passion doesn't just make the work easier, it makes it meaningful. When you're passionate about your mission, you approach every task with energy and dedication. Even when you face setbacks, passion gives you the strength to persist. What's powerful about passion is that it fuels resilience. When life knocks you down, passion is what gets you back up. It's the reason you push through the tough times, why you get back on track after failure, and why you keep going even when others doubt you. Passion provides the emotional and psychological energy that helps you bounce back from adversity, making it possible to continue pursuing your dreams despite the obstacles. It transforms hardships into opportunities for growth. Passion also helps you overcome burnout. When you're doing something you love, even when the work is hard, it doesn't feel like work. It's not just about achieving a goal, it's about the journey, the learning process, and the satisfaction of building something meaningful. Passion allows you to immerse yourself completely in the experience, bringing out your best work because you're truly invested in the outcome. It allows you to focus on the process, not just the result, making the effort feel rewarding every step of the way. Moreover, passion has the power to inspire others. When you are passionate about what you do, that energy is contagious. People are drawn to passion because it radiates authenticity and purpose. Your enthusiasm can motivate those around you to believe in your vision, to support your cause, and to help you along the way. When you lead with passion, you create a ripple effect, attracting like-minded people who share your enthusiasm and who will be there to support you in your pursuit. But passion isn't something you can fake. True passion comes from within, and it's tied to what truly excites and inspires you. It's rooted in your values, your purpose, and your long-term vision. When your passion aligns with your core beliefs, it becomes an unstoppable force. It drives you to do your best work and helps you maintain a sense of direction when faced with difficult decisions. The key to sustaining passion is to stay connected to why you started. Whenever you feel drained or discouraged, reconnect with the reason you began your journey in the first place. Remember what inspired you, what motivated you to take that leap. It's that spark, that initial passion, can carry you through the most difficult times. It's the anchor that keeps you grounded and the fuel that keeps you going when everything else seems to be pulling you in different directions. So when faced with challenges or doubt, never underestimate the power of your passion. Let it remind you of why you're doing what you're doing, and use it to push through when the journey feels tough. Passion is what gives you the resilience to continue, the energy to innovate, and the focus to keep moving toward your goals. It's what makes the pursuit of your dreams meaningful, and it's what will ultimately make them a reality. Trusting your inner voice is one of the most powerful and underappreciated skills you can develop. In a world that is constantly bombarded with external opinions, advice, and expectations, it's easy to lose sight of your own intuition. Yet your inner voice, that gut feeling or sense of knowing, is often your most reliable guide on your journey. It's the compass that points you in the right direction when everything else seems uncertain. Too often, we let the noise of the outside world drown out our own instincts. We seek validation from others, trying to follow a path that someone else has carved out, even though it may not align with who we are or what we truly want. We let doubts and fears cloud our judgment. But in those moments, if we pause and listen carefully, we'll realize that we already have the answers we seek. Your intuition is powerful. It's the accumulated wisdom of your experiences, your values, and your deepest desires. It's not based on logic alone, but on a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Learning to trust your inner voice requires quieting the distractions. It's about tuning out the criticism, the unsolicited advice, and even your own self-doubt long enough to hear the truth that lies within you. Often this means taking a step back and creating space to reflect, whether it's through meditation, journaling, or simply finding moments of stillness. Your inner voice thrives in moments of silence, and it's in those quiet moments that the clarity you need will emerge. Listening to your inner voice doesn't mean that every decision will be perfect or that you'll always have the answers. It's about trusting that even when the path forward isn't entirely clear, your instincts will guide you toward the right decision for you. Sometimes trusting your intuition means stepping into the unknown or making a choice that others might not understand, but if it feels right to you, it's worth following. That's the beauty of intuition. It's deeply personal, and only you can truly know what's best for yourself. At times you might doubt yourself, or the world might make you question your judgment. But self-doubt is natural. It's human. However, true confidence comes from the ability to quiet that doubt and connect back to the inner knowing that you have. When you trust yourself, you free yourself from the fear of judgment or the need for external approval. Your inner voice isn't just about making the right choices, it's about cultivating the courage to trust that whatever choice you make, you are capable of handling the outcome. It's also important to recognize that trusting your inner voice doesn't mean ignoring others. It's about balance. You can listen to advice, consider perspectives, and learn from others, but ultimately the final decision must come from within you. Your intuition knows what resonates with your values, your goals, and your vision. It's your internal guide, and its direction is uniquely tailored to you. One of the greatest gifts of trusting your inner voice is that it leads you to authenticity. When you act in alignment with your true self, you make decisions that feel genuine and aligned with your life's purpose. This authenticity will not only help you find the right path, but it will also attract the right opportunities and people into your life. When you trust your instincts and follow your heart, you align with your higher self and the world starts to respond in kind. So remember that your inner voice is not just a random thought, it's a wise guide that knows you better than anyone else ever could. Trust it. Let it be your North Star when the road ahead feels uncertain. The more you listen to it, the stronger it will become. And the more you trust it, the more your journey will unfold in ways that are authentic, meaningful, and true to who you are. The power of vision is transformative. It's the ability to see what is not yet visible, to imagine what could be, and to create something out of nothing. A clear vision serves as the guiding light that keeps you moving forward, even in the most challenging times. This vision is not just about having a goal. It's about knowing the purpose behind that goal and understanding the impact it will have on your life and the world around you. Having a vision is the starting point of every great achievement. It's the spark that ignites the fire of ambition and fuels the drive to take action. But a true vision is not just a fleeting thought or wishful thinking. A strong vision is rooted in your values, your purpose, and your deeper understanding of what you want to contribute to the world. It serves as a constant reminder of where you're headed, why you're headed there, and how your efforts will create something meaningful. The challenge is not simply having a vision, but committing to it. It's easy to get distracted by the noise of daily life, to lose sight of what's important when immediate concerns take over. But those who succeed are the ones who stay true to their vision, even when obstacles arise, even when the road gets tough. Vision requires patience. It's about seeing beyond the present difficulties and understanding that every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the realization of that vision. One of the most powerful aspects of vision is its ability to inspire others. When you have a clear and compelling vision, it's not just a personal guide, it's something that can move and motivate others as well. People are drawn to leaders who have a strong sense of purpose and a clear direction. Your vision becomes contagious, sparking excitement, collaboration, and shared purpose in others. It becomes a collective force that propels everyone involved towards something greater than themselves. Vision is also about resilience. The journey toward realizing your vision is rarely a smooth one. There will be setbacks, detours, and failures. But your vision provides the resilience to push through those tough times. When challenges arise, a strong vision helps you stay grounded, reminds you of why you're pursuing your path, and gives you the strength to keep going, even when things seem impossible. It transforms obstacles from roadblocks into opportunities for growth, teaching you to adjust your approach but never lose sight of your ultimate goal. Furthermore, vision encourages you to think big. It pushes you to imagine what might seem impossible. The most groundbreaking achievements in history began with someone daring to think beyond the limits of their current reality. Your vision should stretch you. It should inspire you to think beyond conventional limits and challenge the status quo. The bigger the vision, the more it has the potential to change the world. The key to a powerful vision is that it isn't just about personal success, it's about purpose. It's about understanding how your actions, your work, and your passions can contribute to something greater than yourself. When your vision aligns with your core values and your deeper sense of purpose, it becomes not just a goal, but a mission that drives everything you do. Your vision should be a reflection of who you want to be, not just what you want to achieve. It should encapsulate the legacy you want to leave behind, the impact you want to have, and the change you hope to see in the world. This vision will guide your decisions, helping you prioritize what truly matters and discard the distractions that would take you off course. In the end, vision is the key to turning your dreams into reality. It provides direction, it drives action, and it fuels perseverance. Without vision, it's easy to get lost in the noise of day-to-day life, but with a clear, compelling vision, you have a powerful force that propels you toward your goals, no matter how impossible they may seem. Keep your vision alive, keep it at the forefront of everything you do, and let it guide you toward a future that's not just possible, but extraordinary. As we stand on the edge of what's possible, remember this: don't lose faith. In the face of challenges, trust your vision, trust your persistence, and trust your passion. Life will test you, doubt will creep in, and failure will come knocking, but it is in those moments that you will discover your true strength. Faith isn't just about believing in success, it's about believing in yourself, even when the world doesn't understand your journey. It's about having the courage to take risks, the resilience to bounce back from setbacks, and the persistence to keep going when every step feels like an uphill climb. Your inner voice, your vision, your passion, these are your allies in this journey. So stand firm in your belief. Keep going, keep learning, and keep growing. The path may not always be clear, but with unwavering faith in yourself and your purpose, you will find your way. The greatest accomplishments come not from the absence of obstacles, but from the power to rise above them. Keep your faith alive, because the future belongs to those who believe in the possibilities of tomorrow.